Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're going to be getting into a statue that is actually every young boy of my generation's crush. She's from Cowboy Bebop the anime. She's known as Faye Valentine. I know they're doing a live action show. I will not be watching one bit of it. It looks awful to me. I'm one of those people where if the anime was perfect, I don't think we need a live action movie or show of it. When I was younger, I thought a Metal Gear Solid movie would have been incredible. Now, I hope they never make one. But with this statue, we got the exclusive one. And it was a tease. I thought we could get Spike too, because Spike had already come out. And we did not jump on him right away. And then we saw Faye. And then Jet is still able to be purchased. So we saw Spike, we saw Jet, and then Faye was third in line. We have not seen Ein or Ed yet, but the Faye statue looked excellent. Even though we can't get the Spike, Faye will be great on her own because Karen likes Faye and I absolutely love Faye. Now the first thing I want to say about first four figures, this will be my first four-figure statue. I have never had one before in the extent that I know that they've done a lot of video game things. I know their very first One Punch Man statue, I believe. I know a lot of people were very upset with the paint. There was like paint bubbling. I don't know how that ever ended up. Let's hope we have a better situation with this. So, the first thing I noticed when I opened this up, I was going to pre-open it, but it's a box inside a box. So, let's go one layer deeper. There's a nice gash in it, so I'm actually happy that there's a box in a box because we have Deja Thoris and her box in a box was smashed in, and I'm actually quite worried about that. So now that we've gotten to our box, inside our box, inside our box, we come to this very cool classic box. I mean, it looks excellent. This is very reminiscent to the opening of the show where we're getting all the different images and the jazz music going everywhere. It makes me so happy to see the Sunrise logo down here as this turns around. The thing is nowadays when an anime or a manga turns into an anime and then an anime becomes popular almost overnight, it seems like now. Every other day, Karen's telling me a new anime. I heard about Jujutsu Kaisen from her multiple times before I ever even seen a character. And then, all of a sudden on Big Bad Toy Store and other places, we already have Jujutsu Kaisen Bam Presto toys. They're making SH figures, they're making Bam Prestos, they're making little chibi things, they're making all kinds of these toys for this anime that's relatively new. And it's like you never see anything for Cowboy Bebop because it came before that time. We get a first four figures card. Just like I was saying, a lot of video game stuff. Not very much that appealed to me. I do dig the Psycho Manus. And I did play Spyro the Dragon as a child. And there's the Spike that I put a deposit on and then they could not fulfill my order. So, whatever that is. I want to show you something that's kind of cool. We basically have like a Faye credit card. It's an authenticity card. To register your officially licensed product and obtain the full benefit, please go to our website. I don't know what the hell this benefit could be, but that's my Faye card. Maybe I should blur that out so you don't go, register my product for you. I do not know how apart a first four figure statue comes. Okay. Very standard. I feel like Sideshow kind of created the roadmap for these sorts of things. Because they're the first statues I ever know to come unassembled. Ooh. Oh, very vibrant. Oh. I love the paint on top. The wrinkles aren't just sculpted. They're painted on. That is, it's like cel shading a statue. That is incredible. Now, I will say, when I saw Spike and I saw his base, I thought it was awesome. Then I saw Jet and I saw his base and I thought it was awesome. And at this moment, I'm really regretting that we're not getting all of them. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll hunt them down or something. We got number 476, a Faye Valentine exclusive edition. I do not remember what makes her exclusive. I think it might be the computer, or it might be something as stupid as her sunglasses in her hand. But you can see the Cowboy Bebop down here, but this is firmly on top of it. I also think Cowboy Bebop is so alluring because it's like an old future. It's in the future, but all the technology is very old, very crumbly. It's like I listen to a lot of books, like so many that I can't even remember what I hear in all the ones I do, but I remember this whole thing where someone was talking about how sci-fi was always so very clean and sterile and curved, and it was like that for a very long time until Star Wars came around, and it made this really gritty, dirty future where the ships have all this wear and tear on them, and you know, everything's just grimy. And it was so different, and it just opened up a world of design. Oh. She is pale as can be, just like Faye. Wow. Oh, that sweater around her too. That's a very cool touch. I'm really digging all these tiny little fake paints, or fake wrinkles, I mean. It's very real painted. I actually think this makes her exclusive. I think this VHS tape. And a pistol with proper trigger safety. We're at a point where Warner Brothers does not want their toys advertised with weapons. Like, are you kidding me? The Grim Knight, all he is a weaponed up Batman, and Prime 1 couldn't even put that in the prototype of the statue. He had no weapons on it. It's so stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Alright, so very cool. We got, so it's a see-through little screen. And the thing is it's their little bounty thing. So exhibition information of the police, Mars District, basically case numbers and murder, terrorism, robbery, kidnapping, theft, etc. Let's go ahead. So now, I don't know, I would assume it's a little scary, but it fits. Let me see something. Because she absolutely does not come with any instructions. So what I want to see. So Faye Valentine exclusive edition. The concept for this statue revolves around the design of the base. Apart from the Cowboy Bebop logo on the top of the official artwork scroll on the sides, which are present in all the statues from this lineup, on the base are the iconic coffee table and computer. Fans of the anime could easily recall these two objects when thinking of the Bebop crew lazing around their lounge area. Faye's pose, it's kind of hard because the light keeps flickering. Faye's pose was then incorporated into the overall design of the statue. And since the primary weapon of choice of the adults of the crew is guns, Faye Valentine's Standard Edition is also seen holding a gun in one hand, similar to the previous two statues before her, and her signature sunglasses in the other. It's almost like they have to tell you why she's holding a gun. As a child, Faye recorded video messages of herself expressing words of encouragement for her future self. These were saved in a beta cassette and was mailed to her decades after the recording. The exclusive edition comes with an extra hand sculpt holding said beta cassette and an additional computer screen showing off a scene from the video portraying her entire story in statue form. Cowboy Bebop Faye Valentine exclusive edition comes with the following. Then it just goes over her parts. So that's actually very cool. And now the thing is, one thing I would like to say, I really dig what they did here, but if the tape is in the Betamax player, how could she be holding it and watching this? Oh, that is so cool. It looks like it has the screen lines on it. Can you see it from there?
Yeah.
That is so very cool. Let's go ahead. Oh wow, that one fits in there so much better. So this is what makes your exclusive statue. Right there. Oh, she is killer. She is absolutely an anime character brought into the 3D. It is so cool. She's very vibrant too, like very pastel, but then where, I mean, she's glossed up, it pops in real life. It looks excellent. Alright, so with Faye completely up here, we're gonna exit, we're gonna outro this video with the exclusive edition up. I'm very happy with the exclusive edition, but I do not think the exclusive is a make or break for this statue, but I do think if you're able to get it, it's an excellent addition for it, because this is the episode where we actually get to see some of Faye's past, because we end up finding out that something happened with the accident, with the, where they have the, I want to say like the slip space. It's been probably close to like 7-8 years since I've watched Cowboy Bebop, but we end up seeing an old woman who was the same age as Faye at one point. So we know something happened with her going into cryo sleep. That's what I'm saying. These characters are so mysterious, and there's so much you want to know about them, but you don't get it. And that's what leaves you wanting more. You got to keep some mystery to your characters. Jet has his own noir story going on the whole time. I mean, Ed just comes and goes. Ed goes as quickly as she comes. Just one day, boom, her dad's on Earth dealing with the comets that keep hitting, and Ed just goes off with her dad again. Ein goes with him. But that's what made the movie such a bittersweet thing, was after Cowboy Bebop was done, we get this movie with them all back together, and the movie was excellent. It was a full-length feature film, just really good. Cowboy Bebop will always be one of those top animes for me. My very first anime I ever saw was Ninja Scroll. I was very young, and if you've seen Ninja Scroll, that shit is pretty mind-blowing to be a kid and seeing that. But obviously, my parents did not show it to me or something. I was at a birthday party where a buddy's older cousin or something brought it over, and, you know, teenagers, and we were about at that age, getting there, middle school, and we saw it, and we were, whoa. But anyway, this statue's excellent. I mean, she's very pastel for her skin, and then we got high gloss on her panties and her top with, you know, just a normal matte on the sweater. The little hatch lines, basically, that show the wrinkles from the anime, absolutely excellent. Her hair, all of it, just signature Faye. Very killer statue with these two parts so that she's not just standing there, kind of like Spike was. I think he's doing this. Excellent statue. But this gave her something to be a little more dynamic with. I dig the sunglasses in her hand. I do prefer her firearm hand. I think this is a much better hand, but I think this is a very cool one. I think if you were to do them like this, it would make sense that the cassette's being played while she's holding a gun. I think this statue is absolutely beautiful. Sometimes you're disappointed with the statue, and this is not one of those times. And it was kind of scary because first four figures, this is our very first statue from them. But this statue leaves me wishing I had gotten Spike and Jet already. We'll see how Ed and Ein is. I mean, these things, what happens is once one comes out that's so killer, the other two previous ones become a little more expensive because people know that, you know, those who missed them want them now. But this is my favorite setup for it. I absolutely love the beta tape setup just because it's very, very retro. Dig it, but I like this screen more because it shows us her past. I like the gun in her hand because it's Faye to the nines. This statue is beautiful. Her skin is very pastel with her tights, and then we got high gloss here on her top. I would say just gloss, but on her top and on her pants down, her shorts down here. And I think the cross hatches, the little hatches lines that we get on her really keeps a faithful look for anime. It's just a very, very cool look to her. Karen has multiple anime statues, and they always kind of have like a realist type spin on them. I guess it's kind of hard to say, but this one actually feels like they tried to keep it anime, if that makes sense. But Cowboy Bebop will always be one of my top favorite animes. I found it at a very young age. I was a Toonami youth, basically, but Ninja Scroll was the first anime I ever seen at a buddy's birthday when we were young. His older cousin brought it over, and we were blown away by how bloody, how much gore, the sex, everything that was in it. Was like, what is this? They do this in cartoons? Like, someone had to draw this. Then you find out about Dragon Ball Z, and Toonami just took off from there, and Cowboy Bebop was one of those Adult Swim shows, and boy was it good. I definitely suggest it if you have not watched Cowboy Bebop. Go watch the movie Knocking on Heaven's Door, or just Cowboy Bebop the movie, depending. It's a great starting place. Soon I'll be opening up Kaneda and his bike, Kaneda or Kaneda, depending on which of the two dubs you saw as a youth. But we'll be opening him, and that has been a grail for me for quite a while because I once owned him and sold him because I never thought I'd get the bike, and now they re-released them both exactly how they were, so that's going to be very exciting. This statue is an absolute knockout. It is one of my favorite female pieces that we own right now. But I truly hope you enjoyed this show, or this episode, this unboxing, whatever you'd like to say. Let me know what you think about Cowboy Bebop. Tell me what your favorite anime is. I'm always open to giving different animes a try. I just think it's hard to find truly good ones, but I know there's a lot out there. Let me know what you think about this. I truly appreciate all the love and support you all show me. I go through all the comments. I always catch up to them. But everyone, as always, keep buying toys.